Welcome to the Agribusiness Report. I'm David Geiger. I'm here in Clark County, and as you can see behind me, there's some farm work being done. What you have is a tile plow that is basically going through the dirt here on this farm, and it is putting in a line, a tile line that will take water that gets onto the ground, seeps through, and then bring it out. And this prevents flooding, this prevents erosion, and this can also improve yields.
We're putting in some drainage pipe around some grass waterways, trying to slow some erosion, lowering the water table around them.
Corey Goodhue and his brother Kendall are using a dry window to put in tile lines. The Goodhues are Polk County farmers, but started this up as a side business. Getting tile line in takes a lot of power. They need to pull thousands of pounds all day long.
So the machine behind us is an InterDrain 2050. So it's a tile plow, drainage plow made in Holland. It's purpose built, and then we have a cat excavator and a tractor with a bunch of different drainage carts on it.
They take the cat and dig to find existing tile line. They cut that and add an attachment of another pipe to it.
So this is where I get to jump out and help Kendall hook this pipe up.
The InterDrain cuts through the ground like a knife through butter, feeding tube that a tractor hauls up the hill. Every second, 2 feet of tile line goes in. Goodhue expects it to be within an inch or less of exactly how deep he wants it. If it's down too far, it won't catch the water. If it's up too high, farm equipment could hit it. But putting in tile is a great way to stop flooding and erosion.
Well, you see how the ground behind me has a lot of elevation change? As the ground elevation changes, the water saturates the soil and creates hydraulic pressure. As you get enough hydraulic pressure at a certain point, it comes out of the ground as surface water, creates muddy areas, and that saturated muddy soil is really easy to move then in a bad rain event. So keeping that water table down is a big part of stopping our erosion.
Not only that, but farmers can significantly bump their yields by having good movement of water.
Year after year, they find out like a 25 bushel per acre increase, kind of Iowa State average in corn, maybe 7 bushel per acre increase in soybeans.
Goodhue says being responsible with the tile line is also important. He's keeping a close watch on what leaves his fields.
And we do a lot of research with our co-op, AgriLand, on how much nitrate's in the soil before we start and when the crop has come out. And this year they've come out with a tile watch program so we can study, while the crop's in the ground and out of the ground, how much nitrate we're losing through our tile lines to help us, really dial in our fertility program. At the end of the day, no farmer wants to see nitrate go out their tile line. Everybody spent a lot of money on that nitrogen.
Now, Goodhue says that there's actually a long line to wait to get a tile line worker out to your farm. Now, I made a bad choice in standing right here because there's actually line going right beside me as we speak. So I hope you all have a great week, and thanks for tuning in to the Agribusiness Report.